Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Out there doing it with J.U. Wild, brought to you by a local hunting and fishing store. So Scott at Halley Rural Methven has just dropped me into this week's location. New place, new environment, new country. I've never been up in here before, so pretty excited. Spied this place out on the map, looking at Google Earth, found a little flat pad here. Couldn't see this on Google Earth, but look what we've landed next to. A fresh stag wallow. And it's got tracks all through it. Hasn't been used for a couple of days, but it's been used within 3 or 4 days. It's actually not that old. Obviously a little spring running out of here and it's just collecting, and we've got some stags wallowing around in there. There's the peak of the roars, the peak of the rut, so the plan this week is some big rutting stag action, and you guys come along for the ride. Scott's had a busy day flying in hunters, managed to get me in at the end of the day, which is perfect. So I'm going to quickly find a spot to set up camp, and we're doing it. So the tent I'm setting up here, guys, is my MSR Hubba Hubba LT3. This is that new tent. You've probably seen it on one of the episodes this year. It's brand new for this year. It's a 3-person tent because I'm going to use this as base camp. Heaps of room in it. You get more room inside for a similar footprint. They're going for a new colour. There's a whole lot of different features. So MSR range, guys, you know where to find it. You can go down to your local hunting and fishing store and learn more about the MSR range of gear. You know I use a lot of MSR stuff. Alright guys, 11:32. Stags are going nuts outside. They've been going. Oh, the stags are going nuts, absolutely nuts out there. There's heaps of them out there too. Some of them aren't that far from camp. I don't think I'm going to get much sleep tonight, to be honest, but I know where we're going tomorrow morning. Oh, I'm going to try and get some sleep, and we'll see you guys nice and early in the morning. There was a full-on stag right here. He's just run off. It's about 1 AM. I think he was coming to that wallow. But he walked right down here about, it sounded like 10 metres from my tent. Fire. It's crazy. Guys, they're not roaring this morning. I haven't heard one yet, but the sun's not far from coming up, and often they can spark up a bit of activity. There's a hind just down below me. I can't let her see me. But we're in position. We're going to start looking for these stags as it's coming daylight. So I'm hoping to pick one of these stags up shortly. We've got a young stag just walked out below me. 70 metres below me there, walking across that face. He's on a mission too, looking out, he's listening ahead. He's looking for some action. Yeah, very cool. Can't see anything else yet. I've got a hind walking over here towards camp. She's currently up above camp, where I saw that stag in the moonlight last night. She can't see me yet, but if she keeps coming this way, she's going to see me. Alright, I've just picked up another stag across the valley, right up on that ridge there. The sun has now come up, so he's lighting up pretty well in the sunlight. Looks like he's got a couple of hinds there with him, but I can't see what he looks like through the binos, so I'll get the spotting scope on him. Alright, let's have a look. From what I can see, he's pretty rutty. He's got a hind right next to him. He's a nice stag. He's got good fronts on him, good brows anyway. Where are these other stags? There's at least 4 of them roaring last night. I've only found one. Oh, there's another deer. Way up there. That's where another one of the stags were roaring last night up there too, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a stag there with those hinds. Okay, it's the evening, and I'm making my way down this ridgeline, looking over either side as I go. There's been a little bit more noise lately too, so the stags are all starting to fire up, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some animals moving. Real nice bush below me.
there'll be animals hiding in that bush. So we could see stuff coming out of the bush line pretty shortly. Man, it's a nice face out there. You can see quite a bit of scrub. Deer would almost be able to stand up in there, and I wouldn't be able to see it though, that's the only problem. But a big stag, his antlers will be poking well out of the top of that. Come on, big stags, where are you? Just try to find somewhere tucked out of this wind so I can actually hear down there and hear some roars, because that wind is howling over this ridge. It's coming this way, it's going out behind me. It's so strong I can hardly hear anything in front of me. Yeah, she's pretty nice down there though, guys. I'm pretty sure we're going to see something shortly. Oh man, I've just crept up this edge. There's actually a stag just walked up right on me. He's actually looking at me, but we've got another stag roaring out in front of me, so I'm going to try and ignore this guy and hopefully he doesn't bark at me. I can't see the other stag, but he's just ahead there somewhere roaring. Where are you? I should be able to see him, unless he's behind some of that scrub. We're running out of daylight as well. These deer were tucked away in a little basin, tucked out of that wind. That wind is howling over there. But all these deer are pretty chilled out down in there, out of the wind. There's a little thing to remember, guys, for your next hunt. Look for some areas that are sheltered, and that's probably where the animals are going to be, because it makes sense. Why would you be out in that really exposed face, even though there's better food over there? You know, it makes sense to be in the sheltered side, so the animals like to be comfortable too. So I guess it's a good thing to remember. You guys can use that on your next hunt as well. Little field tip brought to you by your local hunting and fishing store right there, guys. Okay guys, I think I know what's happened here. I think that stag, just before I could see him, has gone over that ridge right there, because I can hear him echoing over the other side, it sounds like. So the problem is I've only got like 5 or 10 minutes of daylight. There he goes, he just roared again. And again. I'll back up and I'll head this way a little bit. We'll see if we can get a different angle, but we don't have enough light to go all the way over there, unfortunately. And I don't think it's worth risking trying to just hurry over there. I think if we left him tonight, he'll be here tomorrow. But first, before we do that, let's pack up and we'll go up here and see if we can get a different angle. Oh, there's a deer over there, actually. There's a deer over there. Oh. Is that a really close roar? One of these come around the bottom and back onto this side. Pretty sure that's a stag. He's a long way off though. Where's this other stag? He's just roared again. Man, I must only just not be able to see him. That one across that I've got on the camera now, I think that's quite a good stag by the looks. Right, let's see if we can see this close one. I don't know, I don't think I want to push any closer. I still can't see him. I've moved probably 40 metres, 50 metres up. It's getting really dark now. The camera's boosted up, I'll show you what it looks like in real life. That's what it looks like in real life. Obviously, I can boost it up brighter with the camera. But if I can't see him through the binos or the scope, it's no use. So we've seen one good stag. It looks like quite a good one from here. Definitely want to have a close look at him. I'll zoom in on him right there. Might just be able to make out that he's got quite a bit of antler and he looks pretty mature. And then this guy down here, don't know where he is. I think he's in a little gut there, a little finger. I just can't see him. So while there's a little bit of light, I'm going to make my way back, get back to camp without turning on my torch. Actually, I'll mark this location on Gaia, and then tomorrow morning in the dark, I'll make my way back here, and then just as it's coming daylight, we'll be ready. Hopefully it's not so windy in the morning. Okay, location marked. Pretty exciting, found potentially a shooter, and potentially another one that I have not seen yet. Oh, by the way, this close one's probably 120 from me right now, so that's why I don't want to push any closer. It'll get quite risky if I get any closer than this. So I'll get back to camp, and hopefully tonight I have a good sleep and don't get any visitors at camp tonight. Alright, we'll see you in the morning.
This is super gnarly, man. Ooh, far out. Oh my gosh, this is actually gnarly. Real bad. I'm glad I picked this spot, not the top of the ridge. I would not be on the top of the ridge right now, I'll be blowing off.
Good morning, guys. Alright, it's nice and early. I've been making my way along the ridge line. Far out. Climbing a hill first thing in the morning is a bit of a mission. Got a little bit further to go, and then we're going to start seeing the area where those stags were last night where we left them. The sun is just faintly glowing up the horizon. But yeah, it's a good time, so let's go. Okay guys, just crested this ridge and I can see a stag down in there. Not a bad stag, but there's another one there roaring that I can't quite see. So I think the stag here is actually a satellite stag. The one below must be holding irons. He's roared probably like 10 times since I've set up the camera. So we're going to try to get a look at him. I'm going to sneak forward, but with that sun coming up over the hill, I'm going to have to be real careful that it's not like lighting me up as I'm cresting this ridge, because that satellite stag will be able to see me. But we potentially got the big stag in the gully there, really close. So we're going to try and make a move and see if we can spot him. Okay, that big stag's just shown himself. He's a shooter. And we'll try to sneak forward and get on him. He's a real nice mature animal. Looks like a real good stag from what I can see. Oh, he's coming towards us. He's coming towards us. This is going to be really difficult. Just got to get up to these bushes up here. It's Michael, yep. I can't see him right now, but I think he's right here somewhere. Let's go. He's right there, he's coming right in on us. And closing. Crap. It's not what we want. He's right there. He's cutting around behind us. He's going to go below us, he's going to get my wind. He just got my wind, bugger it. I couldn't get the camera high enough without him seeing me. He was 30, he came to 30, he came to right here. The wind's cutting across, he just walked into our wind. Crap! I don't know. We'll just go and have a look over this little drop off back here. Man, gutted, guys. A big old stag like that's not going to hang around after smelling you, that's for sure. Yeah, I can see a bit of country down there, but it just runs into thick bush. And I'll say that's where he's gone. Gutted. He was in the perfect spot when we first saw him, but out of all the places he came towards us, man, what the heck. If I had a cameraman with me, I could have taken him when we first saw him, but I was trying to get him on film for you guys. Trying to juggle a few things makes it more difficult. Couldn't get the camera up high enough above this scrub. Oh man, bit of a shambles. It got crazy real fast. 0-1 to the deer. Oh, there's a young stag coming down. Young stag coming down this way. He just come right past us, went over the top, I got a little bit of video as he's disappearing. Okay guys, it's the evening. As you can see, the environment around us has changed. We've got a wind change which is bringing some low cloud. So I've moved my way up the ridge further. We are now right above the bush where the big stag from this morning ran into, and we're also close to a new area that I haven't looked into yet, so I think this evening's going to be good. But with this cloud moving in, I don't know, it's going to change things up, that's for sure. But in between the cloud patches, I can look down the valley, and there's actually a young stag and a spiker hanging around down there on the bush edge. So I heard a stag roaring over in that direction there not too long ago, so it's going to be interesting. I'm sure we're going to see something, and I'm excited. Hopefully big monster stag. Man, it is thick now. I can't see a thing. Got like 40 meters visibility. Got to decide if I'm going to sit here and wait and see if it clears, or if I'm going to start walking the ridge roaring, see if I can bring something to me. Not ideal, not at this time of day anyway. It's 20 to 3. Just got my puffer on because it's quite cold in this cloud. It's not wet though, which is good. This is actually the McKinnon puffer, waterproof outer, hydrophobic down, so waterproof down, and it's just designed for hunting. It's actually epic. I freaking love it. The colour is perfect too. Blends in so many different environments, which I like. So yeah, you guys would have seen a few sneak peeks of this puffer jacket on some videos, but this year it went live and it's been launched. And in my opinion, it is by far my favourite hunting puffer jacket I've ever worn. Literally is with me all the time. So you can actually go down and try one of these on for yourselves. They're on the market now. You can find them down at your local hunting and fishing store, of course. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, we're moving. We're walking this ridge top. I've got the roaring on. I've just come across these tracks right here. They don't look that old at all, eh? They look pretty fresh. So we're going to follow them and see if we can catch up to this stag. Check this out. Those tracks have led me to this little freshwater pond right here. You can see the stag's come up. He's obviously been roaring here. You can see he's dug his front feet in the ground here, stabbed his antlers into the ground, just raking the ground, I'd say. Man, that's pretty cool. You can see where a tine's coming right deep in over here. Pretty freaking cool. We'll keep following it. We'll see where it takes us. Oh, there's another antler hole over there. One out there. Keep going. We'll get around, see if we can get closer. Okay guys, it's been a couple of days. I've spent the last 2 days pretty much just cruising around looking for stags, but I've seen stags, but I haven't seen anything that gets me excited. So it's that evening, the wind is up, but the wind's in a good direction, and we're making our way along the ridge top. We're heading towards the area where the big stag with the big fronts came to like 30-40 yards from us. So as I've been cruising along, I've been looking down in these gullies, and I actually spotted a hind cutting across like a slip in the middle of the bush, like a little opening. So I sat down and watched her, and then a stag let out a few really lazy roars in the bush behind her. So we're going to get set up down on that knob down there. I'm just going to slowly sneak my way down, and we're going to get into position, and hopefully we can see the stag. That wind is howling. I don't even know if you guys can hear me, but I'm set up. This is our view. Everything's ready, rifle's ready. So I'm gonna wait a bit longer and then see if that stag gets up on his own. Otherwise, I'm gonna start roaring and see if I can draw him out. Distances, it's about 200 down to that bush line. 240 over to that ridge, so it's all pretty close. So let's see what happens, and I hope he walks somewhere where we can see him. He sounds like a mature stag anyway. We've got a hind coming out over here, and I've just heard a faint roar on that ridge below that hind. Hopefully the stag comes out to where that hind is. That's shootable, 230 in between these wind gusts anyway. But it's coming into prime time, so I'm expecting we're going to see some movement. Just spotted a stag. He's on the move. Where's he going? Oh, he's in a wallow. He's in a wallow. There's two there. He looks like a good animal from here. How far is that? 539. He's got a broken antler. Completely snapped off halfway. Man, that's cool. He's having a good wallow round though. And there's two younger stags with him. He's fully snapped his main beam. He looks mature. He looks like a nice animal, but it'd be a shame to shoot him now. It'll be a good one next year when he grows out a new set of antlers. He's just got out of the wallow. Oh, gutted. Okay, I'm going to keep pushing and see if I can go round them and then look over to the valley below them and see if there's anything else. We're in the action, but we don't have much time. Let's go, let's go. We've got cloud fast approaching as well. Look at this. It's going to add another challenge to us. That stag's roaring really well. But we've got to get to this point over here, then we'll look over that other side. I just have to push him out of the way. That cloud is right here. Running out of time real quick. Can't believe it. See what happens. This is the valley I wanted to look into. That one antlered stag's over here. It's this freaking cloud, can't see anything. Might just keep roaring until dark and see if I can draw something in out of this valley up onto this ridge in front of us. Got a response up here in the fog. I mean, there's still like 20 minutes of daylight, so potentially if I can call something into the fog, it's going to be close range action. I'll keep going. We've got to keep trying, man. We've got to keep trying. You're right there somewhere. He's not coming in, he's stuck there, like it's 50, 60 metres. He's roaring non-stop, but not coming this last bit and we've just run out of daylight. Whew. If this fog wasn't here, it'd be a different story, man. back up real quietly and get on out of here. This hunt has had its challenges, man. Far out. Crazy. Good morning, guys. A couple of deer come into camp last night. It's like midnight. I was just laying there in my tent and I could hear them moving through this scrub that's around me. There must have been a stag because I could hear these really low sort of groans. It's just like brrr, brrr, like really weird sounding little groans like that. A stag with a hind, and he's sort of rutting, like moving, pushing her around. Probably an hour later, he let out a roar, and he probably was standing right there when he roared. This is like 1 o'clock or so in the morning. We're going to try find that stag. He's out this side. We're going to go up there. We're going to see if we can find the stag that keeps coming into camp at night. Just as I was leaving camp, I heard a stag roar across the valley. So we're going to make our way in that direction, but roaring as we go, because I know there's going to be more stags out this side. Clouds kind of hanging in there, but yeah, we'll just do what we can do. It's a beautiful morning nonetheless. Just as long as that cloud doesn't envelop us again, we'll see what happens. Got a stag responding that way, up on that other ridge up there in the cloud. He's roaring really well up in that face that you can see in the cloud there. So he's across the valley. I'm pretty sure we should be able to get to him. This ridge runs right down into the bush, so there could be something else coming out here. We're hunting towards that one that's roaring and replying. But as we go, we're going to roar down in these little valleys and see if we can pick up that stag that was roaring last night. Man, have a look at this wallow. Big wallow. Hasn't been used last night, but not that long ago. This is all settled. But I'd say within the last couple of days, all that mud's just settled down. Yeah, pretty well used. It's pretty big. Antler marks up in the banks. This is pretty cool to find. I'm going to mark this. We'll definitely keep an eye on this wallow. Really good echo through there, so I know my sound travelled far. Got that original stag roaring. Responded. Out there to the right. I really want something down here though, on our side. Okay, that stag's roaring. There he goes. He's roaring up on that face there. Like, looks really, really close to where that open patch is. I reckon I could probably roar him out onto that open patch and get a look at him. It is 337 away. I'll get set up here and we'll see what he does, see if he steps out. But if he's a good one, I'll take the shot from here. 337's that's shootable for sure. Spartan Springbok is going to help me get high enough over this scrub. I can fully do a seated shot. It's going to be handy. I'm going to keep this out. Right, we've got cloud clear and I'm going to give him a roar now. Actually sounds like he's coming down lower. He might be trying to come over. No. coming down. We'll go to the edge and look down, see if we can see him cross the river down below us. Got to remember to keep looking out that way because we've got to have something coming on us from the side. So I've just got to keep an eye out on all these little clear patches. He's definitely looking for a bit of action. The stag will find an opening to look out. He'll really want to look out across here. Just moved to the edge. It sounded like his last roar. He was down below us, so I think he's crossing. I'll give him another roar.
No.
I'm going to keep my roars out to this side in the hopes to draw him up this valley in front of us. If I roar directly at him, he may end up just finding a better path behind me, which wouldn't be good. But I want to make it sound like we're over there, so he draws out that way and comes past us. That's the idea. I'm starting to hear blackbirds spooking. It's like he's walking down this way. I hear a blackbird spook take off. Then a little while later we hear another one a bit lower take off. They've got a certain noise they make when something pushes them out, when something spooks them. I want to see what I'm working with. Like 200 metres away, 230 metres away. He's just roared down there. We're going to get to that point, look down. I can see a wallow down there in the trees. I think he's down in those trees there somewhere. Brand new rifle for me, guys. Weatherby Backcountry 2.0. The titanium action. I've got it in 7 PRC. It's super lightweight. It's incredibly lightweight. I've also got a Leupold VX6 Gen 2 on the top. It's a 3-18 by 44. So that's my combo. He's right there, 30 yards. I had the crosshairs on him, literally right there, like 35 yards. Sorry to get your hopes up if you thought I was going to shoot it. I thought I was going to shoot it until he got close. Then I realised, not the stag for me. The classic, young, nice potential stag. The closest he got was about 20, right in front of us here. Just enjoy the moment, man. The good thing is there's another stag roaring the way we're going, so we may find a big old boy sooner or later. There's still time. Got some cloud pushing up. Let's hope it's not going to hang around. I might be able to use it to get into position though, so I think what we'll do is we'll get to that next point over there you can just see in the cloud. And we'll use the cloud as cover, and then hopefully it clears by the time we get set up. We've got some hinds up in front of us here. I should be able to get around them, I think. Okay, I can see that stag. It's that one-antlered stag, unfortunately. One that we saw the other night. He's got heaps of hinds though. He's putting on a good show down in there, that's for sure. Roaring. Very, very rutty. Keep going. Look into these valleys over here. We've got time. I mean, there's got to be some more stags around for sure. I'm just going to creep over here and pick my nose into that basin, see what's in there. And from there we might actually be able to see that broken antler stag too. He's still roaring like crazy, so it'd be cool to get some close footage of him as we're going past. Man, hopefully there's a big stag here somewhere. You guys are looking at the broken antler stag right now. I'm going to keep looking up this valley. There's another stag up there. So we're going to just peek our nose over here and see what's on the other side, eh? Let's go. We've got a hind coming out down here below us. 232 away. Some beautiful country in here though. I think we'll just settle in there and have a good look around with the binos, see what else we can see. I've just spotted another stag down here. He's 201. Another hind's walked out as well. There's 2 hinds and 1 stag down there. He doesn't look like a big old stag, unfortunately. He's just a young one by the looks. There's a stag roaring over top of that ridge. He's roaring pretty consistently. We don't have a lot of time, but I'm going to quickly try and get up there as fast as I can and see if we can find this stag. He doesn't sound too far off, but he definitely sounds just over that ridge. Could be our last chance, man. It could be our last chance. Right, let's go. So I'm going to go up and over and start making my way down the other side and try dropping on top of where that stag is that was roaring. Got 3 stags just here, 3 young stags right in front of us. I'll creep forward and get some video. How cool is that? They're pretty close. Alright, I'm at the top now. Okay, we got three stags down in this area. I'm going to use this cloud cover to drop down, try and get right down into that saddle. Then we'll figure out what to do from there, but 3 stags all roaring, it's pretty good. It's a good sign, man, let's go. So that little basin, that little bowl piece in there, there's a big stag in there by the sounds. He sounds really mature. I know you can't always tell by their roar, but this guy's showing all the signs of an older animal. So we're going to sneak our way down and try to get up on that rocky piece above him and look down in there. But there's also quite a few others roaring around here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see something else while we're going down there. But yeah, he's very dominant sounding. He's roaring and everyone's roaring back to him. And he's just got a certain type of roar that makes me think that he could be something we want to look at. So, I'm pretty excited, man. Just got to get down there undetected. Steve just walked out right here. This close one's that stag we passed up this morning at close range. Out of all the stags it could have been, it's that guy. Okay, he's just dropped out of sight. I think we'll keep going, see if we can get in on that other bigger sounding roar. We'll just quickly go to this edge and peek over, see what it looks like before we carry on right down there, because this looks like some nice country out this side. That down there looks like amazing, amazing deer country. There's a couple of stags roaring down in there somewhere, so it'd be good to get eyes on them before we drop too low. I've just spotted another stag further down the ridge, cruising in a... He's just roaring now. He's down towards that bowl where that big roar's coming from. Bit of stag sign as we're going down this ridge too, so we could still bump into something else yet. Not super fresh, but it's not super old either. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we bump into something coming through here. I'm just closing the distance on that stag. I've got to cut down through all this sort of stuff. He's up on this other point up here. I've had to do a big loop right around to try and get into a zone where he's not going to win me. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but We're giving it a go. We've got a whole lot of cloud just settling in now, which is good and not good. It kind of hides my approach, but also it's going to make it hard to find them. We're in the stronghold now by the looks. I'm going to give it a roar because there's a lot of sign. Pretty much most of these trees have rubs on them. Just a quiet roar to see if there's anything close. Now I'll give something louder. Everything's gone quiet, so I'm kind of just heading in the direction hoping that we can get into their zones. And this evening they'll definitely start up again. Look at all the pig rooting. Wild pigs dig up the ground with their snouts. That's the bush we just came through. Yeah, it's pretty nice, man, pretty nice up in there. We'll get to the top and see what we can find up there. We've got a hind right in the middle of the screen, right there, right next to that rock, to the right hand side of that rock. There's got to be a big stag here somewhere for us, guys. There's got to be one. Just getting to the top. Right, let's go. We're going to head down this ridge down here, give it one last shot and see what happens. We've got a deer up here. I can see pretty good from here, so I'm thinking I might just sit here for a few minutes. I thought I heard a stag roar right off the point. So this would be a good spot to see that, if he was there. Look at this guy. There's definitely a stag out here. He's roared a couple of times. I think he's literally just at the end of this point. But this cloud's pushed in, I can't see down there at the moment at all. We've got to hope it clears, man. This is our last chance. Can't really go any closer because we've got that deer just in front of us. And it's real noisy, all this rocky stuff, so I'm just going to sit here and see if it clears. Hopefully it clears, man. Hopefully. That stag's got up. He's starting to move around now. Listen to this. I think I'm going to take that shot, guys. Okay, here we go.